Hi everyone, my name's Thomas, and today I'm going to talk about the Shopify Editions 2020. So, this is all the new updates announced from Shopify, over 150 updates, and they're calling it the Boring Edition because apparently all the new announcements are boring. So, I'm going to get into it, kind of go over the new things that are out, and kind of just go over the more important things, the less boring things. So, just off the top of my head, this is a really cool page. The design is kind of boring, but they have this little checkbox on the left for boring or not boring. If you click not boring, this whole TV opens up and you can change the channel. I don't know how I feel about this, but just like the engineering that goes behind building something out like this is honestly kind of impressive just for announcing feature updates. So kudos to them. They're using all these AI videos and they're just talking about each of the features they have. So there's like all these channels you can swap through. It's honestly kind of cool to play around with. But let's actually get into some of the announcements because that's what we're here for. So the first thing I want to talk about is a new streamlined theme editor. So if you haven't opened up the Shopify theme editor recently, all these settings and inputs are condensed now. So if I click into maybe this banner section, and you haven't been in Theme Store recently, this is all going to look on the right side here. This is all going to look a little different. Still very similar to what it looked like before. This is just more condensed. I prefer it. It's definitely easier to read and easier to kind of scroll through settings, especially if you have a theme or you're working on a theme that has many, many settings. So this just makes it kind of easier to go through that process. So I support that. Good job. I like it. Next up, faster cart and checkout. Where did I see that one? Faster cart and checkout. Cart loading speeds have increased up to 50% for faster cart and checkout. I mean, see, that's boring, but we like it. It's I mean, I will say it's great that Shopify is doing like all this work to make sure all the merchants have optimized storefronts, optimized checkout. It's great. So I like that one too. A checkout blocks is now available on all plans. So that's another huge thing. This used to be a plus only app. So checkout blocks you can now install on any plan. It still says requires Shopify Plus, but apparently you don't need it anymore. So let's see if I can test that out actually. Let's go on our agency website, the brickspacelab.com. Install. I'm going to add a block. So I think the feature set is limited if you're not on a Plus store, which, okay, that's, I guess, not the best, but you still get some functionality if you're on the base plan, which is honestly great. So let's just say static content. I'm going to open the editor. Okay, so now it's not available for my store. That's weird. Let's go to a different store. Let's go to this store. Okay, I am going to go to checkout. Well, first I'm going to install the app again. Checkout, install. Yes, I want to install it. Thank you very much. And then now let's go. I'm going to open up, go to checkout, go customize, and here we go. Apps. Okay, so it says Shopify Plus only, line item edit. Okay, so since this is a development store, I can see that those preview things. But if you're on any other plan, you still have access to add static content to your checkout. So let me add this to, I guess it goes to the thank you page. And thank you for ordering. That is great. So after someone completes an order, if you want to give them specific instructions, guides, or just tell them to follow you on Instagram or ask them to do something, this is a great place to do it and a great way to do it. So you can say, hi, thanks for buying from us. But you can put whatever you want here. This would be a good place to add like promotional upselling opportunities, or follow us on Instagram, blah blah blah. We do giveaways. Um, even even as a static block, this is still really useful for merchants not on Shopify Plus. Okay. So next up, meta objects. So where did I see this one? Meta objects everywhere. Easily access meta objects like featured reviews, brand ambassadors. Okay, so this is basically in the theme editor, and I can get back into this. You now can pull in meta objects kind of anywhere. So if I'm in the banner, let's say this heading, connect dynamic source. So for this heading, let's say I want it to say, cool. Now that's pulling in dynamic content. It says stainless steel. So there's obviously different ways you can use this. And I'm not going to go into all that because that could be a whole other video. But basically, if you are already on Shopify, if you're using meta objects or meta fields, that support is just getting better and better, and it's more closely integrated into the theme editor. It's great. Okay. Next up, custom meta fields for product categories. I haven't tested this yet, so let me give it a whirl and see what we can do. This is our development store here, so I've got a lot of junk stuff in here. But let's go into this color swatches product. So the category is shirts and clothing, but let's just say, let's just remove the category, uncategorize. Okay, so I believe in the past, the category meta fields would only show up depending on the category of the product. So if you had a shirt and color was a category meta field, then you would have the option to use these meta field objects for your swatches. But if you're just using an uncategorized product, you wouldn't have access to show swatches the same way. It looks like that just works now. If let's just make a new product and test that out. So I'm gonna say, what is a product? It will be hat, cool hat. But for this meta field, I'm just gonna say uncategorized, and I will add color, and it still shows up as a meta field. So that's great. That never worked before, and it works now. So category meta fields, if you've used them already or if you're using them in the past, they now work better. That's great. And if you don't know what they are, you don't have to worry about it. But they do help your swatches and the way things appear on your website. It's definitely a lot easier from a development point of view as well. The next thing I want to talk about is the search and discovery app. So apparently you can now filter by category meta fields. So if I go to our search and discovery app here, I go into filters, we've got color, okay, category meta fields. There we go, it's working. So if you want to add a filter on your collection page, let's just test this out. You want to add a filter on your collection page, like color, you can now do that much easier, and it should just work out of the box. So our filter was color. Okay, so it was the second one, blue. There we go, all the blue products with the blue swatches. That's perfect. Thank you, Shopify, for doing that. That one was kind of annoying. I think in the last little while, in the past, you kind of had to do a little workaround. Like if you wanted the category meta fields, they'd appear correctly on the product page with the swatches, but then the filtering wasn't connected. So it's great to see that all working seamlessly together now. All right. Few other things I want to talk about, the customer account extensions. So this is now available or coming out basically. Account extensions basically allow you to, if you're using the new checkout or the new account pages, you can now add apps to extend the account pages. So I'm just going to go to customer accounts under my settings. Right now I'm on the legacy account and I'm going to switch that to customer accounts, which is the new and recommended account setup. Okay, so that should be working. I'm going to hit store. I'm going to go to account. Now I'm going to log in. Let's see. Ask me for an email. 1 second. I will get that for you. Here we go. Put the code in there. Okay, so this is my customer account. I can see orders. I can view my profile. But now this is all customizable, so you can add apps basically to go in there and customize that, which is great. I'm getting a phone call. Okay, that's my mom. I'm gonna not answer that. But we will call her back. Okay, so that is checkout, order status, profile. So I can go to the profile, add app block. Okay, so I have Okendo installed and I can install Okendo right to the customer account pages. And if you have other apps installed that support this, you can install those as well. And then you can also go to different pages. If I go to the orders page, I can add app blocks there as well. The Okendo points banner. So yeah, if you're looking to add specific functionality around customer accounts like loyalty or wish lists, you can now do that much easier if you're on the new account setup, which is great. So that's awesome that that's out and that's working. Theme blocks. Where did I just see that? Theme blocks now live. Okay, so this is definitely this is a developer update, but theme blocks will basically let developers, people like us who are building Shopify themes, do it in a faster and easier way. It will also give merchants like you more flexibility over controlling your blocks, and it will let you nest blocks inside other blocks. So it's giving more power to the theme editors and the theme builders to almost become a page builder in a way. Now, this is really depends on how it's implemented on, I guess, a theme by theme level. So you could do this and really go all in and give every kind of block kind of convert it to a theme block and give merchants a lot more flexibility, or you could kind of not support it at all. So it kind of really depends on how it's implemented. But this functionality is now available. So I think over the next year, we'll see a lot of apps kind of update to use this, and we'll see more flexibility in the theme store, which that's great too. So yeah, that was one more thing, Sidekick. So Sidekick is Shopify's AI assistant, AI tool that you can use, and it is now available in all stores. I'm not seeing it in this store, so let me go to a different account and see if I can see it. Okay, so yeah, you can access Sidekick from the toolbar or from the header bar here, and it's this little weird looking guy. You can click him and he pops up. Hi Thomas, what would you like help with? So you can ask him whatever you want. I'll say, where is my traffic coming from this month? And we'll see. You can view your traffic analytics for this month in your dashboard. Okay, so he doesn't actually answer everything, but that is helpful that he links you to the right report at least. Thanks, brah. Keep crushing it. Ah, that's great. What is my most visited landing page. What is my most visited landing page? Question mark. Again, he's just linking me to a report. Can you help me make more money with my Shopify store? Let's see if he can help me. Making more money with your Shopify store, blah, 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 blah. Improve SEO, invest in marketing, enhance product pages, upsell and cross-sell. This is honestly looking a little ChatGPT. Probably helpful for some people, but can he actually do any of this? Can they actually do any of this? SEO. Okay. So it's a lot of just linking to help docs, linking to different reports. Can you help optimize my website performance and speed? Use an optimized theme. This guy should specifically be saying use our themes. Use Brickspace Lab themes. Paper, Space, or Keystone. He didn't say it, so he should be. I don't know. Audit apps and code. I mean, if I'm not a coder, how am I supposed to do that? Okay, remove apps. That's great. Optimize images. That's good. Leverage web performance dashboard. Minimize features. Okay. So, I mean, how can I improve sales? Where uh, segment customers who abandoned the checkout yesterday. Okay, so you know what? He can do some things. Here I'm seeing he's creating a segment, and you can add new chats here. So I'm assuming this is just going to get better and better. As of right now, the AI assistant has limited actions, but he can at least give you helpful tips for all sorts of e-commerce stuff. So, I mean, that is helpful. Can you help me with my math homework? I'd love to help, but I'm here to focus on Shopify store and business needs. See, what if I was in high school and I am running a Shopify store and I have math homework, so I can't grow my business until I finish my math homework. So it would be helpful to get help with my math homework. He's saying no. Okay. Anyways, thanks for watching, guys. That's everything in the new Shopify editions. I think that's worthwhile to mention to you. If you want to see the whole update, you can go to Shopify, look at everything. There's a ton of stuff. But yeah, let me know what you think. Thanks for watching.